as you can tell,
we're matching.
We're twinning. All right, it's been a while. So, hey, how you doing? Spencer got this drink from Sweden. I don't know.
It's Finnish.
Finnish.
Finnish, yes.
So you have to finish it.
Yes, long drink. It's not actually a beer. We usually do beers on here. It's actually a mixed drink. It's got grapefruit, juniper berry, and gin.
It's 5.5% alcohol. The Finnish long drink legend of 1952.
This is actually my payment to Simon for helping me move a piano.
That was a very heavy piano. Did you ever get it working?
Nah, I mean, get like a little bit here and there. My main goal is just to sell it.
Oh.
So, yeah, I wasn't for the house.
We broke our backs for you to sell it.
I got you a drink, though.
I've got a 6. The Finnish legend. Oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah, it's...
I'll turn that around in post-production. That's really good.
Long drink is a top-selling category of alcoholic beverages in Finland. A legend that is now available in America. Goes on and on. I won't take all your time.
So it's got gin and what else?
Grapefruit and juniper berry.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Never liked gin before.
Yeah. Because you never drink it out of a can, sir.
I guess. You just got to get it from Finland.
Yeah.
It's got to be Finnish.
So, after we get done with this little snippet of tonight, Simon's going to be watching the trailer for Infinite.
Yes, I've got it pulled up.
And I haven't told him anything about it. I want his honest opinion when he watches this because, well, he'll see.
And who's in it?
Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg!
And, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know really how to pronounce your name. Ejiofor?
What movies he been in?
Doctor Strange. I think he was the bad guy. Not the bad guy, but he was...
The bad guy was Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, but no, the other guy. The one that was like, he trained with him, and then at the end, he kind of went his own way because he didn't agree with what was going on.
Oh, okay. I don't know his name. I know who you're talking about, the other character.
Yeah. His name... I'm sorry.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll record again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in it. It's
so we'll go watch the preview for Infinite, and then there's one or two I want to show you too, and then we'll come back and talk.
All right. See you soon.
Okay. We're still drinking the long drink. Back from watching The Infinite.
With Mark Wahlberg.
With Mark Wahlberg. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, who is a fantastic director. I love everything he's done.
And the guy that I still
can't pronounce his name. We apologize. You're awesome. That looks really freaking interesting. I mean, my wife, Wendy, is a big Wahlberg fan. And I like most of the stuff he's in. It's decent stuff. And he works well with directors. This looks really interesting on the whole thing of you've lived thousands of years. And I don't know if it's going to be a reincarnation, which what he said in the previous, like, it looks interesting as shit, though.
The reason I wanted you to watch it, I was waiting to see if you would say the same thing. I got Highlander vibes from it.
You know they're doing a Highlander.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he had the sword. They were out there, like, on the cliffs and stuff, and I was watching and I was like, is this going to be a take on Highlander, or is like this is their own thing, or what's, so...
I think it's going to be its own thing.
But it's just what I got. Like,
I just don't understand how the car breaks through the wall. They're talking to each other. The car breaks through the wall. He gets rescued, and suddenly the guy who was just questioning him is in a big old truck.
Yeah.
Right behind the car.
We'll have to watch the movie to see.
Yes. So we haven't seen the preview of The Infinite. Go to YouTube. Look it up right now. As you're watching. Yeah. Drink a beer as you're watching us.
There was something else I was going to say about it, too. Oh, the reason it's really interesting to me is this is a new kind of direction for Mark Wahlberg, because he doesn't usually do science fiction-ish type movies. Or did I miss one?
You've missed quite a few, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
We might have an episode on just Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. I'm thinking like Spencer Confidential. He does a lot of Boston cop movies.
Oh, yes, he does a lot of that, but he ventures out.
Okay.
He's quite good in the ones he ventures out in.
Okay.
But now we're going to go watch the preview for Tomorrow War?
Tomorrow War, with Chris Pratt.
And we'll be back.
Yeah.
All right. Just watched the preview for the Tomorrow War.
Yes.
I forgot to say the previous one, The Infinite, is a Paramount Plus exclusive.
Yes.
They're doing the streaming wars, which is going to be fun. The next one, which is the Tomorrow War, is an Amazon movie with Chris Pratt and J.K. Simmons. He wanted me to see this because we were out to dinner. I am switched up now to a Victory Sour Monkey Sour Triple.
I'm almost there. So, what'd you think of the preview?
9.5%. Looks really interesting. Because they're sitting there and like this big thing happens and there's people. We're from the future. There's gonna be a future war. We're making a draft to save the human race. I think there's gonna be a different take on it though. I think when you watch it, I think it's gonna be a different. There's always a twist. It's not just plain out. Oh, you're here to save the human race.
Here's my conspiracy theory.
Oh, conspiracy theory.
So, what you said it was Skydance?
Yeah, Skydance. Tom Cruise, his production company.
And the sci-fi movie that Tom Cruise did.
Oblivion?
No, the other one.
The other one, Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow, the Tomorrow War. I think this is a continuation.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the Tomorrow, you've seen Edge of Tomorrow, right?
Yes.
It was live, die, repeat.
Yeah.
Live, die, repeat.
But there was time travel like involved in that because they had the alpha creature that could every time
it could turn
lost,
the time back itself.
Yes.
The creature could, the bad guys.
Yes, but this is like I have a theory that somehow humans got.
Because they were talking about a second Edge of Tomorrow movie.
Yeah,
so Tom Cruise.
I think this is a under the radar sequel.
That'd be like the Cloverfield movies have done.
Yeah.
The Cloverfield, the 10 Cloverfield Lane, and the Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah.
Which don't directly show the same characters, but different influences in the same universe.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, because I thought the Edge of Tomorrow universe was very unique. I liked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But
so that was my take on it. It was like I was watching and I was like, it's very like,
This is a very mood sour. I'm waiting for his opinion, but he's still milking the gin. Nice face. He can grow a beard. You see what I get? I get gray. And I can't grow sideburns.
That's okay. If you look closely at mine, I have gray, I have red, all kinds of weird.
Oh, you're foreign. You're European with the beautiful colors in your beard.
Yeah. I want to do one of those DNA tests.
You're a mutt.
I just want to know.
Do it. I know where I'm from, but I want to do it too. But my niece did it, and it confirmed everything that I knew was in it.
I need to know that I'm 100% that bitch.
You're not gonna be 100% that bitch. I'm sorry. You're gonna be 100% somebody's bitch. It's a sour.
You know I like sours.
Mm-hmm. But at 9.5%, usually those are about 5%.
Yeah, that's.
Usually when you go above 8%, you have a different reaction.
Yeah, that's good.
And now I'm going to show him a couple of previews. He hasn't seen the Eternals preview.
Yeah, last time I saw was the Marvel.
Yeah, the little clip.
Reveal.
So this is going to be your reaction. We'll be back. Okay, fresh offer.
Still here.
Fresh after just watching the Eternals. He hadn't seen the Eternals preview. Opinion.
It looks good. I want to see it. I want to see the comedian, the Indian comedian.
Okay.
I want to see him in a different role because I've seen him in like comedic things,
Yes.
I want to see him in something different. Looks interesting. They got some explaining to do. Why weren't they there to fight Thanos? So.
A lot of explaining. I think, my opinion, this is a weak fucking trailer. This is the teaser.
Yeah.
Because it shows, honestly, nothing.
Yeah.
It shows some cool suits.
Mm-hmm.
It has this music. It's got the starship.
Mm-hmm.
You got Angelina Jolie. You got the two people from Game of Thrones you were talking about. You got these superstars, but you have no explanation. You see them helping people, like helping them with water, helping them with everything, but... And then at the end of the preview, they have the little joke. They're like, well, who's going to lead the Avengers now that Rogers and Stark are gone? And I think that was a cheap shot in a way, but to me, it was just like... It makes you wonder, and this is the whole thing that I've read, is... Makes you wonder if during the snap, something woke them up. Like some of them disappeared from the snap.
That could, yeah.
I mean... I say it's weak because it doesn't explain anything. It doesn't make me want. It makes me interested, sure. Mm-hmm. But so many to make a good trailer, it makes you, you're like, oh, you're like drooling at your mouth.
Yeah. They didn't show either, because they're bad guys. They're what are they called? I didn't read many of the. I didn't read any of the Eternals comics.
I didn't either. That's I'm interested.
Yeah.
Like Shang-Chi. I know more shit about Shang-Chi because his dad was the Mandarin.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested in the Shang-Chi movie.
That one. I need to get Kyle over here one night.
You need to get him out.
Because we were talking about that too, and he was like, why? He goes, like, it's cool they're making a movie about it. He goes, but why now?
Because the interest is there. They'll make the interest there. Marvel has got the big head of steam after building up their core that they can bring in and show there's just as much interest in these other characters, you know, and that's what's going to make it, is that the diversity. And that's what I like about Marvel. Marvel has always been about diversity.
Yeah.
I mean, Stan Lee, when he started writing his characters and he brought it up, he may not have known a lot about people, but he wanted to bring everybody into the fold. Because he's like, you know, without this, you can't just be white.
Yeah.
You have to have diversity in the superhero business. Because every human being is diverse.
Yeah. Did you see that they're coming out with an Armor Wars series?
Yes, on Disney
Plus. And they're bringing Rhodey back.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see who else is coming back with that?
Tell me, I'll probably remember.
John Bernthal as Punisher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's getting the Punisher armor.
See, that's interesting because the original Armor Wars was Tony.
Yeah.
It was not Rhodey.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to me is if they're going to bring in AI Tony Stark.
That I don't know, but I do know what they
because
say
there is an AI Tony Stark action figure in the stores right now.
They're saying with Ironheart they might bring that in.
They might. Yeah. Ironheart's going to be good. I can't wait for Ironheart.
Yeah. They said that the bad guy in Armor Wars is going to be Justin Hammer.
That makes sense. As long as they use the same actor,
yeah.
You know what
Supposedly
I'm saying?
He's going to be in there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's just like I've heard that Daredevil is going to be supposedly between the Spider-Man. You know the whole thing about the Spider-Man now?
The multiverse.
Just Sinister Six.
Really?
He's going to be. That's the whole thing I read 2 days ago.
Okay.
They're bringing back Norman Osborn, played by Willem Dafoe.
Really?
Yes. It's all the characters. The Rhino, who was in the Amazing Spider. They're bringing over.
What's his name?
In the suit. So it's going to be interesting to see if No Place Like Home or No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're bringing the Sinister Six from the multi-galaxies. And that's the argument some people are having, like, well, that makes no sense since the Doctor Strange movie is the multiverse of
madness.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. Because Daredevil is supposed to be in the Spider-Man movie, too.
That would be
played by Charlie Cox from the Netflix.
That would be cool. Like,
I think it was an awesome Daredevil.
It's going to make me angry until I know that guy's name. Because he's actually, like, a decent actor.
There's a lot of decent actors who get overlooked. They try to keep throwing big names into stuff instead of good actors. Paul
Giamatti.
Oh, Paul Giamatti is Rhino?
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. So what I read was I didn't know they were the bad guys. I didn't catch the whole article. But apparently, it's not Peter Parker who can't find his way home. It's the villain.
Well, I know it's coming, so I can.
It's the villain of the movie.
I am the villain.
Can't. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think I have another preview or two.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's go do this.
All right. Still here. Just watched. Made him. I tortured him. Adam. I tortured him. I showed him all your previews. Slay, Black and White.
Oh, they're previews?
Well, no, they're previews.
Oh.
I'm sorry, they were shorts.
Okay.
And I told you about the upcoming project. He has the Lazarus project that's coming up he has honored me and asked me to.
You're gonna voice on there. Is it gonna be like an animated kind of thing?
No, I think it might be
over the phone or something.
I don't know. We'll find out. He's getting written. That's what I said. I was like, man, that's freaking awesome. I'm honored. You know. And you haven't opened yours yet, but
I'll have to call Simon's agent to be able to talk to him.
the Guinness coffee,
Let me see. Man, look at
which I've already had.
Wendy's making a mess.
But honest opinion, tell Adam what you think.
What do you think? They were interesting.
I like them.
I do. I like it. They were interesting.
Yes.
I have a question about the first one.
Black, white?
Yes.
Okay.
Was the guy experiencing sleep paralysis? And that was like a sleep paralysis demon, you know?
That's what I would think myself. Yeah. That's what I find it interesting because I've had sleep paralysis.
Yes, so have I. I've never been able to open my eyes during it. But
that's interesting because my friend Joe at work, we were talking about it last night, and he said he had read articles on it because he's had them.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's a unique thing where your mind wakes up,
but your body doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't control anything. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, because I've seen things when that happens to me.
I've never seen anything when it happens to me. Usually when it happens is if I'm taking like a nap, like on the couch. Excuse me. I'll wake up.
Oh.
I'll wake up, be sleep paralysis, and I can hear what's going on around me, but I can't move.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's just.
Have you had the Guinness
I have not.
coffee yet? Guinness Nitro cold brewed coffee.
That is. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make. I got one left. I'm gonna make some ice cream out of it. I'm gonna make a TikTok about it.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Yes.
So the sleigh one.
That was very Doctor Who to me in a weird way.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it was Santa. Well, not Santa, but it was Krampus.
Something.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of Krampus, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
I've not seen Krampus. Forgive me.
I'd like to see more. Like those stories kind of.
Yeah, it's like a
out.
teaser.
Yeah.
That's why I can't wait. He's got, like I said, Lazarus Project coming out, and then he's got Trespassing, which is supposed to be a full-length movie.
Okay.
Which he's waiting for. And the thing that I love about Adam, he's so vivid in his imagination.
Yeah.
And he can write this down, and he's got a talent of people, and that's what I can't wait to see. Because Gary Willens is like one of his best friends, as you saw.
Yeah.
And he's multi-talented. He's been in Game of Thrones, like I told you. And so, to me, it's awesome. It's like you're seeing the beginning of a production company, a director, and you're at the base, and you're like, I'm glad I get to see it, and that's what I want to share. It's like, I want more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you
we touched footsies.
He was playing footsie with me.
But you like the Guinness as well?
Yeah, that's good.
Guinness Nitro Brew?
Yeah.
Coffee.
My question is...
Okay.
You probably know the answer to this. I don't know.
Maybe.
Did somebody discover him, and then they put his stuff in the Istanbul thing, or did he enter into it?
What are you talking about?
When you said he won awards in Istanbul.
I don't know. You have to tell us, Adam. Did you put your stuff? Because I know you won some awards for Slay, I believe it was. Did you put it out, or did somebody else put it in for you? You can answer that.
Yeah. I'd like to know.
You know, we're on Twitter.
I mean, it doesn't diminish it either way. But
no, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
When I was telling about the awards, you were winning awards. You were shocked to yourself.
Yeah.
So, I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I got any other trailers that I've seen that I want you to watch.
We'll figure it out in a second. We'll be back. All right. We just kind of ran across one. Gunpowder Milkshake.
Yeah.
With Karen Gillan, or as we know from Doctor Who, Amy Pond.
Nebula.
Nebula. Fantastic actress.
There's something else she's been in too. Oh, Jumanji.
Fantastic in Jumanji.
Yeah.
Like both of them.
Yeah.
My son really likes them.
That
looked really interesting.
Yeah.
As an action role, I think it's a really good start. What did you call it?
I got John Wick vibes from it.
Yes, very much like John Wick.
Yeah, especially when she walked into the library.
Yeah. And
was like, hey, I need a book, and they led her into the secret room at like the hotel.
Yes.
I've only seen the first one. Sorry, don't kill me.
I'll try not to. But yeah, you had Lena Headey as her mom, and you had so many other superstars in that, and it looks really interesting, really good, beautiful, colorful.
Yeah.
Filmography.
Cinematography.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're still going through the Guinness Nitro.
It's. You may disagree with me on this.
I'll try not to.
out of the two actors so far that I've seen come out of Doctor Who and kind of like rock it up,
Yes.
I prefer her over James Corden.
Oh. Really? That's the ones you've seen come out of Doctor Who? Like Matt Smith has come out of Doctor
Well,
Who. Christopher Eccleston's come out of Doctor Who.
No, see,
David Tennant's coming out.
I don't count the
Peter
doctors.
Capaldi, but they are come out.
They're in Doctor Who, but they are the main character. They are top billed. I'm talking about like companions. Rory.
Amy Pond's husband.
Oh, what has he been in?
He's been in Legends of Tomorrow. He was Rip Hunter.
Oh, that's right. I
Which is sadly,
a long time
he should have been a lot bigger because it's like you bring him in, and I think it was first season, maybe into the second.
Yeah.
And he's such a fantastic actor. You should see him in more. I think he was in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Definitely, Jessica texted me this pivotal long thing back afterwards.
I don't remember him. Was he one of the? What
I think he was one of the Ravagers.
I was wanting to say Reavers, but that's.
I could be wrong. It could be Sean. It could be Sean Gunn. I'm thinking of.
I was wanting to say
Sorry,
Reavers,
Rory.
but that's
Reapers is something.
No, Reavers. That's
Reavers.
Firefly.
Oh yes.
Trying to think. Let's see if there's any other.
We're throwing a bunch of crap at a fan right now.
We haven't done this in so long that we're trying to like kind of cram
it all out.
Cram a whole bunch in
3D.
20 pounds in a like 5-pound bag. Hope you can handle it.
600 pounds in a.
Let's see. That or any movies I've seen here recently.
I don't know. But we're gonna have to sit there one day and watch Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yes, we are.
Together.
Yeah. 4 hours.
Together.
We're gonna
be trash. That's pretty bad. You're gonna be freaking drunk.
There was another trailer. Oh man, who was in it? The only person I remember from it, I'll have to find it so we can watch it and we'll tell you that. Basically, it was somebody starting their own wrestling league. And the only reason I remember it is because I'm currently like almost through the series of Vikings, and the main character, his son, the actor, he's in it. He's a wrestler, and he gives me Hulk Hogan vibes in the trailer.
Speaking about wrestlers, you don't have cable.
No.
Do you have Hulu?
Yes.
Have you watched Young Rock?
No.
You have to watch Young Rock.
Is it okay?
Yes, okay. It is hilarious.
Okay.
You got 3 generations, 3 different timelines going on at once, and Rock is just in a bypass. You know what I'm saying? He's in the background. But the good thing is, it shows his growing up with his mom and his grandmom and his dad. But it also shows like the Macho Man Randy Savage, the Iron Man, the Iron Sheik, the Samoans. It shows all these other wrestlers, the Junkyard Dog that he grew up around, and that just brings me back to me as a kid. And I'm like, I didn't know they were all associated with the same manager, which is his grandma.
Yeah.
You know,
I've kind of avoided it because when I saw the previews, I was like, and it seemed kind of gimmicky, like, you know.
The young actor who plays his oldest part, because it's like young, middle, and teenage. You know what I'm saying? As he hits Miami, like elementary school, middle school, college, or high school, college. The kid who plays him as a college student when he was in the University of Miami. And you find out all the superstars who are around him, who became professional athletes. He is actually going to be in the Black Adam movie.
Really?
Yes. Rock got him in there, and he's such a good acting kid.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I can't wait for. It's like, damn, because he plays. They all play good versions of Dwayne.
Yeah.
And you can see him growing up. And see, some people think it's cheesy, but to me, it's like sometimes you need cheese.
Yeah.
Because you find the era of truth in the whole thing.
Yeah. Speaking of cheese, have you seen Coming to America 2?
No.
Okay.
I've heard good and bad.
We liked it.
Okay.
We watched it. I actually introduced Coming to America to my wife. She's not
Coming to America.
pop culture at all. So I was like, "Have you seen this?" And of course, I know already.
We shall clean your royal penis.
Yes. And so got her to watch it, and then we watched the second one, and it was actually, I mean, there was some parts in it you're like,
was it too late though? Did you ever think like, man, they should have done this 10 years ago?
no.
Really?
I
try really hard sometimes.
So you don't listen or watch any of it, so this is all news to you. But I watch Joe Rogan's podcasts or listen to them.
I'm sorry.
You gotta. I'm gonna pick one.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick one, and I'm gonna have you watch, like, listen to it. Yeah, you're gonna listen to one, at least one. I watch all your previews and stuff. You can, and the movies you suggest. You can listen to one Joe Rogan podcast.
I liked him as the Fear Factor host.
I think you would like him as the podcast guy.
I'm a small podcast guy though.
Well,
I don't want to listen to somebody who gets multi-million dollars
He.
to do a podcast.
Well, okay, but in his defense, nobody tells him who to bring on. He picks who he wants, and it's always, to me, it's always very interesting people. And he lets them talk. It's not like him all the time talking and they get to interject. He lets them talk. He'll throw in a question here or there to, like, keep it moving.
Yeah.
But he always picks really interesting people.
I understand that, but some of his opinions that I've heard come out, I don't agree with.
I mean, that's pretty much anybody, though.
Yes,
So,
that is a lot of people.
yeah.
That's the thing with a celebrity.
He did a recent one with Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
They're real
Which
good
I
friends.
respect and love the shit out of Dave
Yes,
Chappelle.
and that's what they were talking about. He was like, talking about how when he left the Chappelle show, like, there was the rumors that, oh, he's doing some crack, he's doing meth, all this other
Which
stuff.
wasn't true.
It wasn't true. He was like, no, man.
I think he was overwhelmed.
Well, no, what he said was the show was going in a direction that he didn't
want to
pick,
go.
and he had already told them in the beginning, if I'm going to do the show, it's going to be what I want to do.
Yeah.
And
This is Dave Chappelle's show.
yes, and they were like, oh, well, we'll do this, and he's like, no. And then finally he was like, peace out, I'm gone. But they were talking about, like, some of the funniest people they know. And rumor has it that Eddie Murphy has been talking about getting back into stand-up.
He should. Eddie Murphy was funny as hell.
Well, and that's what they were talking about. They said, and listening to Dave Chappelle on there, he was like, if you're around him, it doesn't matter, like, where you're at. He was like, the man is funny 24/7.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to practice material. He just gets up and says, damn it. He just says what's on his mind.
Yeah.
And it's funny. And
That's what I miss about Raw and Delirious.
Yeah.
We're both hilarious, and you could tell it came straight through.
And I
He's got to catch up somehow. Just two fat guys drink a beer.
So I think, honestly, like you said, was it too late? I don't think it's too late.
Okay.
I think it was, to me, it felt like a reintroduction into Eddie.
Okay.
It was kind of like
Because after this, we're going to be stuck for 30 minutes or an hour. You know that, right? She wants to watch the Friends reunion.
That's fine.
So we'll be doing that.
So I hear disappointment out of the Friends reunion.
No, I've heard both sides.
Well, no, just out of one person not being there.
Oh, one person not being there. Okay.
Yes, Paul Rudd.
Oh, fuck Paul Rudd.
I like Paul Rudd.
I do too, but I Love You Man
Yeah.
is his movie. I don't think of Friends as his greatest triumph.
See, I like I Love You Man. I do. But I think of Ant-Man.
Slap at the bass.
Yeah.
You gotta slap at the bass.
You gotta watch Chocolat.
Chocolat?
It'll change your life.
The Johnny Depp Chocolat?
Yeah.
It's got Paul Rudd.
Huh? No.
Oh.
In I Love You Man.
Oh.
Seagal. What's his name?
Steven Seagal?
No, his friend in I Love You Man.
Jason Seagal?
Yes.
Okay.
His character.
I Want to Marry Your Mom?
Yeah. He's
Or what,
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother.
I want to marry your mom.
I want to marry your mom.
But no, he's there in his like man cave garage.
Oh yeah.
And they're sitting there drinking, and he's like, "Have you seen Chocolat?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Dude, you gotta watch it. It'll change your life."
Oh gosh.
And then towards the end of it, after they have their big fight or whatever, he comes back and he's like, "I hate you, and you know what? I watched Chocolat, and it did change my life."
But I don't know if we're gonna be back after the Friends reunion, but
We'll see.
we'll see. Okay. We're like halfway through the Friends reunion. We got Bane over here. That's a mask. It's to keep the mask from going in your mouth. We give it to our son because he chews the mask like he's a canine.
You were trained in the dark. I was born in it.
Because he chews the mask. Yes, even though we're in Florida, which is loose cannon state, we still wear masks when we can. Especially if we go into a place that the servers are wearing masks. Yeah, I don't want to even talk to you about that because you were supposed to get the COVID shot.
Did you?
I wasn't the one who said I was going to.
I changed my mind.
No. I'm still studying a lot of data.
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I study data. This is from Destin Brewery. This is their Oktoberfest.
What's the long-term effects? Zombieism? I don't know.
I'm not saying I'm not going to. I'm just studying. I'm reading.
Give me about a year.
Give me 6 months to a year.
Yeah, give me about a year. Let me see some effects.
Yeah, because it was a 2-month thing, and now it's 6 months finally. So give me a year for the full data.
Will it be fully approved, not just experimental?
Not experimentally approved.
Yes.
But this is the Oktoberfest from the Destin Brewery.
10 years.
10 years?
That's my wife right there. She's
10
crazy.
years. My wife is never going to get it.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Yeah. I'm not saying no.
Me too.
I'm just looking at more data because...
Really, honestly, I don't care about my health whatsoever. I care that I want to be around for my kids.
Yeah, exactly.
But my kids won't get it until I know, like, fully...
And they're just starting the 12 to 16, and so their data for the newer ones are going to be even further away.
I don't want to be that dad. It's like, I'm sorry you can't have kids, baby. But you don't have COVID.
You can't have kids anymore.
Huh? I'm talking about my daughter.
Oh, I thought your wiener got snuffed.
Yeah, it did. It got schnitzeled.
It's an Oktoberfest, so it's it is a October style ale.
Some
That's pretty good.
citrusy.
This is for a local beer, basically, because it's from the Destin Brewery.
Where is that?
I can take you right to it. It's right off of Main Street. Right off It's on Mountain Drive.
Okay.
It's not hard to find.
I didn't know where it was at. I know the Fort Beach Brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they sometimes have some of their stuff?
No.
Crab Island.
Crab Island.
Crab Island. That's what it is.
They partner with Crab Island.
Yeah.
But they actually did teach Destin Brewery how to do the blood orange. They have a blood orange out there, and they because they've worked with the Props Brewery here. They worked with other breweries.
That's what we haven't done yet.
What?
We kept saying we were going to do it. We haven't done it yet.
What?
Broadcasts from our local breweries.
Well, I've just been waiting for everything to get cleared. You got the COVID, and you got everything.
Excuses.
And I'm changing schedule in July, so hopefully I'll be off Fridays and Saturday nights.
That'll work.
And if I am, then we can broadcast.
Yeah.
But I am not anti-vaccine. I'm just studying I'm studying.
No. I've taken every other one that has been recommended to me. But
have you taken the flu shots? I just want to ask you that. Do you take the flu shots regularly? Because I do.
I do.
And the flu shot's been around a lot longer, since 1943.
I hate to be this guy. I hate to be this guy because I'm usually...
I believe in science. I'm not going to say I'm anti-science.
Yes, I believe in science. I hate to be this guy.
But usually they have a certain amount of years. Like, you had the influenza scare of 1918.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a proper vaccine until 1943.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just and people are going to argue like, well, the corona has been around since 2003. I'm like, okay. But did everyone jump on the bandwagon immediately? No.
No. Again, don't.
I'm not going to be that guy who goes, I don't believe in science. God will save me. No, I believe in science.
I believe in science, but just like some people have stated in the past, my body, my choice.
Yes. I still wear masks.
Yes. I don't.
I do.
I don't. Like I said before, my health is my concern. If you don't like it,
well, the whole masking isn't your health; it's other people's health. Because if you cough on them,
6 feet, stay away.
Oh, the 6 feet, yes. I am always cautious about the 6 feet.
But I try to follow the little stickers.
Except for like right here when I want to make out with you,
you're my Simon.
Oh, I'm excited.
He's my Simon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel special.
But
I felt warm and tingly there for half a second.
Hey.
Until you released your arm. No, the feeling's gone.
Until I feel comfortable with the vaccine, I won't take it. Once I feel comfortable taking it,
But that's
I will.
funny because you were gonna be the
I
the
was.
guinea pig for us.
I was going to be the guinea pig. Part of it is my wife is, no, you're not going to do it. And the other part is I started looking more into it, and I was like,
You're not wait, just for people to follow, just so they understand, you're not a Trumper. Are you a Trumper? Yes or no? I'm not a Trumper. I am a United States person. I am for whatever works.
Let me put it this way.
No.
No. Listen. Let me put it this way. The more I have learned about different political parties, and the more I've learned about myself, I find myself to be a libertarian.
Yes. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I have no problem with... Because a lot of people do. When they look into the actual party, and some people think libertarians are crazy.
Yeah.
I'm an independent.
I
want to look at everything.
Yes, but my viewpoint is... We're not trying to make this completely political, but my viewpoint is... My life is my life, and the government should stay out of it.
Yes, I will fully 100% agree.
Yes, that's what this country was founded on.
Yes.
You know,
and that's the way, no offense, that's the way the old Republicans used to be.
Yeah.
Is small government, more independence.
Yes.
And it's not that way anymore.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Just like the Democratic Party has changed.
Yes.
I mean, the 50s and 60s, the Democrats were the ones screwing up the South. That's where the South, the United States, got the bad rep for a lot of racism is because of the Democratic Party.
I feel, not this channel, not Simon's, my opinion, I feel that the Democratic Party tends to lean more towards what is popular.
Which isn't a bad thing.
It's not, but to me it's like, oh, right now being woke is the thing.
It's not a bad thing about being woke.
It's not. It's not. But
because a lot of people need to be woke.
Yes, but at the same time, it's like all of a sudden, to me, the Democratic Party is like, well, we're woke.
But they're not really.
No.
A lot of them aren't. They act like they're woke.
Yeah.
To me, the woke people are the people who already knew about the fucking shit.
Yeah.
They knew about racism. They knew about bigotry. Mm-hmm. They knew about...
And they didn't do anything about it.
No. Now it's the popular thing and they just jump on it.
Yeah.
If you're truly for it, don't be for it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Be for it forever.
Do your research.
Yes.
Make your own opinion.
Yes.
Because you need to be who you are.
Yes.
Don't just jump on the bandwagon.
Conservative, liberal, whatever you are, be for people.
Yeah.
Be for individualism.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing is if you're LGBTQ.
I don't care.
I don't. I love you.
Yeah.
As a human being.
Yes.
And that's the whole thing is that is not a political party. Mm-hmm. And if you're suddenly thinking that one party is above the other, they're not.
Yeah.
It's there's the bandwagon they're riding.
Yep. My opinion is, again, mine, may not be Simon's. It's not an opinion of the channel. My opinion is, do you, and if necessary, if it comes down to it, I know how I feel. May not be how you feel, but I know how I feel. If your freedoms are being challenged and it comes down to it, I will die for your freedoms.
I will too.
Yeah.
I will totally.
That's where it is.
If you feel like you're being oppressed, I will be on your side.
Yeah.
No matter what. And that's the love that you're supposed to have. That's the everyone wants to talk about love. Mm-hmm. That's the love. I will die for your freedom.
Yeah. Be you.
Be you. Yeah. Period.
So I mean,
and that's not a conservative.
No.
That's not a liberal. That is a human being connection.
We don't all have to agree on every single thing. No,
we're not going to. Me and Spencer, we're closest friends.
Yeah.
We don't always agree on everything.
No. But we're still friends.
Yeah.
That's still how we are.
He's a damn millennial. I'm a damn Gen Xer.
Only by a year.
No, I was 72, man.
No, I'm talking about being a millennial.
Oh, okay.
That's only by a year.
But yeah, so you might be a
No.
Xennial.
I'm a millennial. It's like 1986 until some other time, and it's like
1999 or something.
yeah. I don't
It's
know.
a ridiculous time period. But that's the whole thing is sometimes I feel as a generational thing, we talk over each other.
Yeah.
Instead of listening.
Well, I'm older than you.
I know better. No, we don't. My dad was the silent generation, 1933. My mom was 1932. Your parents are probably boomers.
Yeah.
So, I'm a Gen Xer, you're a millennial, and sometimes the generation thing talks over each other.
I have a really good example.
Okay.
So, my wife and I, we were talking about this the other day.
You're married?
I am married.
Oh, crap.
I don't know why she's married to me, but she is. But we were talking about this the other day. I was watching an episode of Ink Master, and they were doing tattoos, and it
Dave
was on...
Navarro still on it?
Well, this was
Sorry.
it was an older episode.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if he's still on it.
I don't know either, because we don't have cable. But
Cable costs too much.
it does. But they were doing, their challenge was they were doing tattoos on women who had mastectomies.
Okay.
Okay? They had a woman on there, and
Yes.
she was getting a tattoo. She didn't have much removed, but she was missing her nipples.
Okay.
When they showed her, there was no blur.
Okay. Because she had no nipples.
Completely topless, because she had no nipples.
Okay.
My question was, why is it that we can show that on a woman when she has no nipples, but
Okay.
as soon as she has nipples, it's wrong. We got to blur.
No, you don't. This is a thing. Okay. Anybody on Twitter, and you haven't been on Twitter.
No.
In the last 2 weeks, Ellen Page.
Yes.
Ellen Page declared herself
I don't remember her male name. I'm sorry. Or
Elliot Page.
Elliot Page, yes.
She actually had work done.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
And now she...
The swimsuit picture.
No, now she
No?
looks at... She posted a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Muscular. Totally shirtless.
That was the swimsuit picture.
6-pack.
Yeah, she was standing... She got her new swim trunks.
Yeah.
Or he.
Sorry. That's the whole thing, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing is... Sometimes people want to blurt out things, and they don't. And it's like, be who you want to be. It's all good.
Well, but my question, though, is this. Is like, she didn't have nipples. They didn't blur it.
They didn't.
If
They were
she
male
had-
nipples.
If she had had nipples, they would have blurred it. So my
She
question is...
She did have nipples.
Huh?
There's nipples in the picture.
No, not Elliot Page. I'm talking about the lady on Ink Master.
Okay. Yeah, on Ink Masters.
She didn't have...
Because it was a woman.
Yes. She didn't have nipples, no blur.
Okay.
If she had had nipples, there would have been a blur. Why?
I don't know.
That's my question.
That's something somebody has to look into.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like... And this,
Because if you have a mastectomy, it's a totally thing.
So, but here's where I'm going into, though. We were
Okay.
talking about different generations and different opinions. I brought this up to my parents and my grandmother. I told them. And my dad, his first reaction was, yeah, why don't we? I want to see that. I'm like, I'm not talking about, like, showing topless women.
Yeah.
I'm as like a man looking at topless women. I'm just asking,
In general.
in general, why is that a thing? I get in the past. We were prudish in the past.
Yes. Very prudish.
But nowadays, why is it still a thing?
I don't know.
That's my, that to me that was
That's something that has to go through.
that brought up that to me that it's the whole generation gap thing, because they were like, oh, why would we not? And I'm like, I don't know. I look at it differently.
Like I said, your parents are boomers.
Yes.
I'm a Gen Xer. I don't have a problem with it. As a Gen Xer, I think when you look back at it, we're like the generation that kind of started rebelling. We're like, dude, this is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And then the millennials were like, dude, this is totally stupid.
And then we got basically a voice together with the internet.
Yeah.
And that's what, to me, it's sparking a lot of stuff. It's like, hey, people are standing up. Maybe not in the streets, maybe not in front of our Capitol buildings, stuff like that, but we're standing up together and being like,
We should.
Wait just a damn minute,
And that's the whole thing, is people want to sit there and divide, and the media sometimes tries to divide us when we should stand united and say, hey, we're all different, but we're all okay with it.
I honestly think that the next, we've had the Industrial Revolution. We've had
the sexual revolution. In the 70s.
There was what was the Renaissance?
Yes.
I think the next one that's coming is going to be the removal of mass media. Maybe not completely, but
or something.
Removal of them, and it's going to be a more of a lean towards social media that's not curated by a company.
Yes.
I think it's going to be
individual.
Yes, kind of like a Tumblr or like a 4chan, something of that nature. That's going to be the next revolution. Is people being able to stand up and say, "Look, this was some rich dude over here saying what his opinion was, and he owns this company, and they're telling us what we should think. And here's this over here where it's like a bunch of individuals. We've gotten together and we said, hey, this is what we think, and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah. And we should.
Yeah.
As individuals, we should stand united.
Yeah.
Even though we're individuals.
Yeah.
And be okay with, hey, you're different, I'm different. Hey, guess what? It's okay, but we have each other's backs. We are okay.
Yeah. I also think very controversial. I think it is. But we think we're in a republic.
I don't know what we're in.
Honestly, I think we are in a monarchy again.
It wants to be a monarchy.
Well, I think that because you have your people who own media, like I said.
Yes.
And we listen to what they say because that's what their employees say. And then we have our representatives who have lost what they're supposed to be, and they think they're our leaders, and we should listen to what they say. And it's just a multi-person monarchy. Is what
they think they're our leaders.
Yeah.
We're in Northwest Florida, and if you don't know anything about Northwest Florida, we have a representative that I don't think you agree with, and I know I don't agree with. And if you know Northwest Florida, he's like the guy they talk about on Capitol Hill a lot. Who's worn a gas mask in the middle of freaking...
Mr. Gates?
No way!
What?
We don't agree with.
No.
We're kind of ashamed of.
Yeah. Well, I will say this.
Yes, and we've tried to vote out.
I will say this. I do believe in our process of innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, yeah. I'll always believe in innocent proven guilty. But the thing to me is so many people in the voting process, they go with, oh, well, they're okay. I haven't been done wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but what
or his dad was okay. So I haven't been. It's a patriarchal thing in a weird way.
Yes, it is. But I will say until
I'm not going to go into what he's been accused of because I don't care.
Well, no, I won't get it. I'll just say
because I didn't like him in the process.
What he's been accused of, I don't like him as an individual. I don't want him in office anyways.
I didn't before that. Yeah. I voted against him ever since.
But until he's been proven guilty in a court of law.
Yes.
Hate me for it, but that's.
Besides that, I just have not liked
the court of public opinion says one thing,
yes.
and I cannot agree with that. Our system is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and
Not always though. That's the whole thing. The funny thing with my legal dealings is sometimes you're guilty.
Yes.
Until proven innocent.
Yes.
And that's the thing you find out the hard way, and a lot of minorities have dealt with that.
Yes.
That people automatically throw the guilt on you, even though you're not guilty. So, we've went way...
Well, yes. I believe in the innocent until proven guilty. I understand you were done wrong.
Yes.
Simon was done wrong. But...
I'm not the only one. I've heard multiple cases since.
But I believe in that, and I think that's how it should be. When you walk into a court, you're innocent.
I don't think an officer of the law should be able to lie under oath.
No.
That is wrong.
Yes.
No matter what they're trying to do, that is wrong. That is setting a precedence which is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, we're going to drink something else instead of getting too deep. We may or may not be back.
We'll see.
right, last beer of the evening. We're gonna go away from the politics. We got the Swamp Ape Double IPA India Pale Ale 10% from Florida Beer Company.
Not politics.
Not politics. We're dropping off of politics.
Yes, we are dropping off politics. But it's kind of an opinionated question. What is your opinion on the idea of the Yeti, the Sasquatch, and the Swamp Ape?
Oh, that's a good... I don't know. I think they're all mysterious.
Do they exist? Do you think they exist?
I would think something exists.
Okay.
Something we don't know.
Okay.
You know, because there's a... I don't know if it'd be a Yeti or a Swamp Ape or a Sasquatch. There's something.
Now...
Between us and the ape generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you know about the Florida monkeys?
What are the Florida monkeys?
The Florida monkeys. So, way back when, I don't know the year, they were filming a Tarzan movie here in Florida. It was in Central Florida, I believe. And
Florida is pretty freaking big state.
Yeah.
Big state.
But they brought in some monkeys for the filming. And what they did was they went out on this island. It was in the middle of, I believe it was a river. Somebody might, correct me in the comments, but...
Do you remember the name of the movie?
It was a Tarzan movie.
Tarzan movies.
It was back in like the 20s, 30s, 40s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So early.
Way back when, yeah.
You said a Tarzan movie. There's been a lot.
Yeah,
of
it's
Tarzan
way
movies.
back when. Back when they, didn't have any like guidance from any of these groups that were like, hey, you can't do that. But
taste it. We're drinking the Swamp Ape. It's 10%. Oh yeah, it's very chewable. I didn't want to make that face.
But they went out on this island. They did the filming with the monkeys they needed to do.
Yeah.
And then they just left. They left the monkeys on the island.
With cigarettes.
No, they left
Chewing tobacco.
They left the monkeys on the island.
Beer.
The monkeys learned, I guess, how to swim.
Ooh, yeah.
They came across. You can find videos on YouTube of like deer cameras, hunting cameras, where they set up.
From 1900s. They had
No,
deer
no,
okay.
now.
Okay.
Now, because these things like bred and they're still here.
So they dry humped each other.
Basically.
Okay.
But you can find like on YouTube. There's videos from like
YouTube
deer cameras and other things, and it's like they set up like the corn and all that stuff for deer to come
So
by.
they're children of the corn.
And these monkeys come by and they eat the stuff, and then they move on. So we have monkeys here in Florida.
They eat corn.
That's one group of monkeys.
Not bananas.
And apparently there's a second group of monkeys. I don't know where they came from, but they actually carry a type of herpes that is transferable to humans, and it is deadly.
He's all serious and shit.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to drink a beer, and he's all serious about...
I'm just saying. Like, I was just asking if you know about them.
No, I didn't. I know nothing about that.
We're in Florida. We gotta fight everything. We're like the Australia of America.
That is a good concept. Because Australia is like a pretty badass place, you know. Australia is the Australia. But to say that Florida is the Australia of America, we got big spiders, we got snakes, we got gators, and now we got crazy monkeys.
Yeah. Sharks.
But this is Swamp Ape. What do you think of it? Is it chewable? It is definitely a double IPA.
That is,
It's at least a 6, I would say. On the Christmas scale. It's been a while since
I was trying to figure out, like, we're still out of 10, right?
It's a 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, 12, that's right. Hold on.
The more I drink, though, the less it gets because I'm drinking more.
Yeah. Initially,
It was probably a 6, I think.
I would say 6, maybe 7.
Okay.
6.5.
There you go. Yeah.
6.5.
And now, the more you drink it, it's probably like a 4.
It goes down. It goes down. You get more holly jolly when you drink
because this is a 10% beer.
It also makes you go, so.
And I think we're going to end the episode on that note. As he sharts himself in the corner.
Hey,
But thank you for joining us here at the Brew Pill.
Yeah.
Spencer.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Watch those previews. Comment down below what you think. If you agree with my opinions or Simon's opinions, or you have your own.
God, it's starting to stink in here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, man.
And then like our political views, like I said before, it's my view, his view, separate, not the channel's view. You tell us what
Damn,
you
you
think.
sharded.
So, cheers.
Here's the beers.